Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, I mean, if it's not obvious, I'm still fairly young. But I started skateboarding about 25 years ago. So, uh, maybe it's 27 years ago now that I'm thinking about it. I was 7 years old, 34 now. So y'all do the math. It's a little late in the evening to do math. But but yeah, so I've been skateboarding for a very long time. It's been my passion pretty much just ever since I was a kid. I do compete. I actually competed in a competition 2 weeks ago, got second place. Yeah, so I competed in the United States Barista Championships about a decade ago. I was I actually had a pretty good ranking in the Southeast. I was ranked third for the Barista Champion Cup in the Southeast. When I went to the Nationals, I totally just messed up my routine and was out of my flow. But I've been doing coffee longer than I've been doing whiskey. So coffee is still one of those things I get really nerdy about it. Because I'll have people drink it and I'll be like, "What do you think? How old do you think this is?" And they're like, "I don't know, 12, 13." I'm like, "Nope, this is a 6-year-old bourbon." They're like, "No way." Last year, he picked a Georgia Heartwood and he did a blind tasting with all his favorite bottles from the year, which were like, it's B-Tac, it's
Yeah.
like Master's Keep Beacon, which I thought was
Yeah.
amazing, like Redemption 18, like How You May 18, like all these heavy hitters. And he's like, "I'm gonna do my favorite 50 bottles this year and do a blind tasting." And then the Georgia Heartwood he picked came out third. I felt like it was the biggest upset ever because I was like,
Yeah.
whoa. Me and Justin like really decided for the early chin music. I think the Jim and Charlie who founded ASW, they really wanted to put bats in the barrel, and we're like, well, bats are like they're finished and they're not harvested right, and like this and that, and they're like, no, 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 we got to put a bat in the barrel.
The thing that you guys is so cool. You're not afraid to just try shit. Like you
Yeah.
guys are just gonna, hey, you know what? Let's try it and see how it works. And I love that. It's so cool to see people that are doing creative stuff and not afraid to take a chance. And that's, like I think you get really cool stuff when you do that personally.
But the flavors we got from it, like normally, with toasted bourbons, you may get a hint of toasted marshmallow. This is like major toasted marshmallow. It's like just tons of marshmallow, and you can even feel it in your mouth.
What's going on, man?
What's kicking, man? How you doing?
Dude, I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm excited.
I didn't make this comment before we started, but I love the hat, bro.
Thank you. This is a new purchase because we have the best World Cup team in the world.
Hell yeah, we do.
I mean, who would have thought? I know, man.
I know. So my neighbor is the high school soccer coach here, and I was asking him, like, I didn't think we were supposed to be that good, and he said we have one. He says for the first time ever, the USA has a really good coach, is what he said. So
yeah,
he was giving a lot of credit to coach, and they've done well. And USA, baby, let's go.
Let's go, man.
Speaking of let's go, it's going to be a fun night, man. We are going to have an awesome night to get into some JT Meleck. But before we do that, just real quick, just a few things. I want to thank Whit for coming on last week. Whit's a super interesting dude, right? Like that was fun, Mac.
Yeah, it was great. Skateboarding, barista, whiskey extraordinaire, super nice guy. Awesome.
The dude has done more in his like 20s than I've done like by the time I'm 50. Like he's super, like he's awesome. So yeah, I'm excited to get into this tonight. And also we should probably kick off just happy Father's Day to all the dads here, and appreciate y'all being here. Hopefully, you got a little free time tonight, and Father's Day is one of those things, it's we'll get into it a little bit later. We'll talk about it more, but it means different things to different folks. And for me, I had a good weekend with my son hanging out. We went to Dave & Buster's yesterday, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Played some games and got into it. Got the unlimited card. We tore it up, man. I only have one complaint. You know the little tickets you earn at Dave & Buster's?
Yeah.
So if you do the unlimited card, they max you out on points. So we're over there trying to rack up points to win something in the little prize area, and they max out your points. So, but we still, man, we had a good time. It was cool hanging out with my son. Video games are something that he and I did a lot when he was younger, and now that he's older and he's got his own buddies to play with, like dads, but man, we had a fun time at Dave & Buster's hanging out. My boy is 17, y'all, if you didn't know, and got one more year of high school and he's off. You know, we'll see if he's off. Hopefully he's off. But anyway, cheers to all the dads out there, man.
I was a little disappointed this morning. Lola did not fix me breakfast or anything. And I was just like, you know, it's 13 years. She's 13. You would think that by now she'd remember a Father's Day for her father.
Think. Yeah.
By
She's
the way,
getting up
Lola,
there in years. Give her a pass. She's getting up there.
By the way, Lola's my dog. She's a great dog, but yeah, one day, maybe next year, she'll get.
So hey, Mike is already here, so let's check into the chat fast tonight because I don't want to keep Mike waiting too long in the wings here. Let's just check in, Mac. You want to take it? You want to start checking in?
What's up, Dennis? Happy Father's Day, Dennis.
Dennis first in tonight.
Yeah. Loves the Meleck.
So yeah, we're gonna get into some of this Meleck tonight. And just real quick on that, I'm gonna post the banner real fast just so you guys can see it. We've got a lot we're giving away tonight because our memberships are growing, and we've always said when we have a ton of members, we want to make sure that we do everything we can to give it back. We're up to 157 members that pay to watch us. So
that's crazy.
I know. So first, thank you to all the members that have been here. And so tonight we've got a lot of giveaways. We're going to do several. We've got how the whole JT Meleck thing started, and we'll ask Mike about this, but vodka. And with the vodka, because this is a whiskey channel, we're going to throw in the JT Meleck hat. Got a nice fit here. I got an extra when I went to the distillery. So we're going to do that, Mac. We're going to do the JT Meleck 6-year, which I'm sipping on right now, and we'll talk about it more with Mike. Then we're also going to do this JT Meleck Specs pick that I got at the Specs drop. And then the granddaddy is this Gaucho's pick, which,
oh man,
look at the color on it. Yeah, so I've got an extra Gaucho's pick tonight. And then of course we're going to do Whiskey Wheel of Fate. And before we'll tell you guys what's on the wheel tonight. We got some fun stuff. So lots of giveaways tonight, man. I got a lot to do tonight with the giveaways, Mac.
Yeah. Those are some killer bottles. It's going to be fun. What's up, Davey? See ya, Brad Cook in the house. Rick J, cheers. Let's see here. J Kilo. Checking in from Louisiana.
All right. Got some Louisiana folks. Let's go.
We got Randall here. Cheers. Tim, what's going on, Tim? What's going on, John? Cheers. Keep rolling through here. What's up, Pat? He's got JT Meleck 6-year in the glass tonight.
Let's go.
Go. Foot Doc. It's the man himself. Let's see here. Keep rolling through. Got a bunch of people in here. JG. How's it going? Jay? Anthony. Cheers.
Jeremy Dirks in the house.
Four Decisions
pairing. Check out their channel, guys. We're trying to get them to 500 subs. They're working hard on it.
Terry Powers. Jay Will. Wes, what's going on?
I know Wes had today off. Spent the time with his kiddos. Handy Randy's got some kiddos. Happy Father's Day to you, sir.
There's Connoisseur. Cheers. Okay. Welcome in all. William Hall. Jim Turner. Then we start hitting some of these the super chats, Hack.
Yeah, I'll jump over to the super chats. Brandon Scott in with $19.99, $20. Sipping the Gaucho's Meleck tonight. Yeah, I can't wait to get it. I haven't even cracked mine. I've been drinking off of the barrel sample that we pulled, so I'm gonna do a fresh crack on it.
I love that Gaucho's pick.
And speaking of the barrel sample, Handy Randy's been a member for 6 months. That's my dude from Gaucho's. Randy has been generous and kind to me, include me on that Gaucho's pick team. And I think we'll get an update from Randy. Randy, let us know. I think we've sold that Meleck pick out. Like the JT Meleck pick is sold out in like 2 weeks or so, and it's killer. And a lot of them ended up here in Houston. But yeah, he's an absolute artist when it comes to whiskey, no lie, and one of the best storytellers in whiskey too. So I'm super excited for y'all to get to hear from Mike directly. Dennis coming in for $5. Happy Father's Day. Also sipping on that Gaucho's Meleck pick. Joe coming in for $5 with the Astros logo. Let's go, Stros. Welcome in. Jeremy Dirks for $5. Thank you, sir. Handy Randy coming in at $20. I'm in on some Meleck giveaways. And man, because they sold out. He wants more. He wants a backup Gaucho's pick.
I know.
This is one to back up. This is a banger. This is a banger. You got to back this one up. JG in for $5. Thank you, sir. Irving Larry in for 5. Good luck to you. Good evening and Father's Day, guys. Tonight gives me a good reason to open my gaucho. Hey, crack that bad boy. Let's get into it. Jay Will in for 10. Let's go. USA, USA. Jim Turner in for 20. Happy Father's Day. Let's not forget about all the grandfathers, stepfathers, single moms. Yeah, for sure. I had one of those growing up that held it all together. I feel you on that. Jake hanging out, $20. Yeah, so Jake was doing so shout out to Jake. There'll be at different times tonight, guys. If you're looking for another cool Discord server to join Whiskey Kids. Jake and Candace run that. Tonight they did a whiskey and wine hangout.
Oh,
so I went over there for a little bit and asked some really stupid questions about wine, and they were kind enough to answer me because I'm not a wine guy. I know you know a lot about wine though, Mac.
I wouldn't say a lot, but I am a wine fan. I am learning about wine. We've got Heck, I don't know, Bruzel himself.
Hey,
welcome in, TJ.
Hey, TJ, big man, 800,000 subscribers over there. I don't have to ask anybody to subscribe to Bruzel, but I talked to TJ. TJ, if you're listening, I don't know if you remember this or not, but in Spillway parking lot, I tagged you and said, "Hey, buddy, when your Oak Bowery is ready to be sold, out to the public, or once it's ready to be sold, because I know they've had some issues with their licensing. TJ, I'd love you to come on the channel. Let's talk about Oak Bowery." So, TJ, I think you're getting close to that. If not, you're there. I saw some notices this weekend. I'm not completely caught up, but man, I'd love to have you come on and talk Oak Bowery. Let's talk about the whiskey that you're making. It'd be fun to do. So, thank you for being here, sir.
And he said some of those Meleck picks are crazy.
They are. I don't know if I want to say they did a Meleck pick a long time ago, the Bruzel Club, before I joined, I think. But yeah, we're going to get into one of them tonight, TJ, that is of legend, absolutely of legend. Steve Paul with the $20, welcome in. Bama Jerry coming in at 15. Pump in at $20. Happy Father's Day. He's sipping on the 10-year Reveries, which was the first pick we ever did here. If you're new to the channel, we're doing some picks, and we did. Our first pick release was an 8 and 10 year from the Reveries. Our second was from Southern Collective. Both of those sold out within 24 hours. And next up, guys, August 14th, if you're a member, you're invited to come and hang out with us at Crittenden's in Kiln, Mississippi. I don't know, maybe we can talk to Mike about doing a hangout there next year sometime. That would be super cool. We definitely want to go when it's a little cooler weather though, Mac. Maybe early, like February or something to over in Louisiana. Thank you, Pump. Zona Holster coming in for $10. That's a new name. I don't think I've seen that one around here. Yeah, new member. Well, thank you, Zona, for joining. Appreciate that. Tim, always here. One of our OGs, $20. Cheers. I hear Mac has a USA crop top. Mac, I don't know the whole crop top story, but
if they make it deep in the actually, I'm not gonna say.
Were you going to commit to wearing a crop top?
No. I want to enjoy the USA winning. And I don't want to curse them too. So
Tim K in for $5, sipping on some butter cake, which was our Southern Nashville butter cake was our Southern Collective pick. And that one is such a great bottle, man. Killer. So thank you guys for doing that. Mac, I think we're all caught up with super chats. Let's not keep the man waiting any longer. He's so kind to be here on Father's Day night, on a Sunday night. They're so busy over there at Meleck. Let's get the guy, the myth, the man, the legend up here. Mr. Mike Frugé, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Thank you for being patient there. We had a lot of check-ins to do. Appreciate you being here again, and happy Father's Day to you. I know you're a dad, so hopefully you've had a good weekend, sir.
Yeah, we started all that early this morning, so here I'm ready to go.
Ready to get into some whiskey. All
ready
right.
to get into some whiskey. I forgot to do myself a pour though, so I'm gonna sit here and watch you guys. I can't leave.
Yeah.
Feel free to if you need to grab a glass, Mike.
No, I'm good. I can make it work.
Yeah,
I need to line those bottles behind me so everybody can see them, but y'all are doing a pretty good job. So
it's all good. We've got a bunch of them here of yours, and we're so excited to get to them. Before we get into the whiskey question, so obviously to catch everybody up real quick, I got to meet you and hang out for you spent a lot of time with us when we did the Gauchos pick. And again, so grateful for that. I even got to hang out with your head dude and go over and see some of the barrels and stuff after. He let me kind of taste some things you guys are doing that are you know, some of the different barrel picks. He had little samples that I got. Like, you guys were so gracious to us. So first of all, thank you, Mike.
Well,
like,
thank y'all for coming. You know, the barrel picks and all this sort of stuff this is the lifeblood of the brand. You know, you build a brand one customer at a time. So.
Well, we're big fans. And before we talk about the whiskey, though, the one thing I learned is that this whole thing really started with Crawfish. And I also learned that it's Crawfish, not Crawdad, which, so thank you for teaching a Texan the proper way to say it. But I have a kind of a dumb question to start. Like, so are there rules? Like, I know there's rules with oysters, like when you're supposed to eat them. I know there's a crawfish season, but are there rules to like when you're supposed to eat crawfish, Mike? Like is there like when would be the best time of the year to eat crawfish?
Well, I wouldn't say there are any kind of rules. We still have crawfish right now, and then it depends on the year, but they're still really good, which is odd for this late in the year. My favorite time is late February, March. That's the best time, in my opinion. That's when they're really not quite hard yet, the shells, and they're at their most flavorful. That's the peak of the season, in my opinion. It's not the peak of the catch. You know, we start harvesting some years in November. The early season is always a big rush to try to get enough product. Crawfish is a crazy game. I mean, you think people are passionate about whiskey. you ought to see crawfish people in January. I mean,
Going nuts.
Oh, it's crazy. I've been doing it for 40 years, and it never gets – it gets worse. I'm talking about people like they think you're holding out on them. So.
Well, I will tell you this. I learned so much from you that day. And one of the really cool things that you talked about that I'd love to kind of talk about here to kind of kick this off is that, you know, you guys started as a well, I mean, I really rice farm, and then you learned ways to incorporate the crawfish with the rice. And then now you've mixed the whiskey. So it's like a really cool, sustainable story of like what you're doing out there. And I would just love you to kind of tell us a little bit about that, about kind of how you guys decided, hey, you know, we're going to get into this whiskey thing, but really where it all started.
Well, how long do you want the story to be?
Give us.
I'll just tell the origin story, and you can stop me whenever you've heard enough.
Sure.
Crawfish farming back in the 80s was still just a hobby thing. My brother and I were in college, and we both had minimum wage jobs, and minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. But for some reason, a po' boy was still $10 a piece, you know, so if you could do the math on that. And my dad had piddled around with crawfish, but he was never serious about it. And other people were starting to like take it seriously, I guess. And I went to my brother and said, we're going to start crawfish farming. You know, that's it hopefully we'll do better than minimum wage. And there was a 20-acre patch of ground. At that time, my family wasn't active farming anymore. My dad had gotten out of it, and my brother and I had not gotten into it. So we were renting from the tenant, so to speak, on our own property. And we started off with those 20 acres, and we made more money than we did minimum wage. And we kept at it the next year. And I took a trip after I graduated from college, and I met this girl from Florida who became my wife. And you know, I went and got a real job, but my brother, he was always going to be a farmer. That's all he ever wanted to do, and he kept after the crawfish part. And Courtney and I, my wife, started doing crawfish boils, not on purpose. People started asking us to do them, and every time we do one, it was the same thing. People would arrive, you know, oh, crawfish, what's that? You know, and before the thing would end, they would just go crazy like everybody does about crawfish, you know. And I started thinking about this, and like, you know, I'm living in a concrete jungle, and I'm from the country, you know, and some kind of way I conned my wife into moving back to Louisiana. And we got after it in a serious way, and we grew the farm from 20 acres up to about 2,000 acres of crawfish now, and we farm about 4,000 acres altogether, and you rotate it. Rice and crawfish just naturally go together. We didn't invent that. There were always crawfish in the rice fields. We would catch them once a year when you drain the fields. It wasn't, but you do that rotation. The rice itself sort of becomes the biomass for the crawfish crop that's going to be there in the next year. And, probably in the late 80s and early 90s, I started hauling crawfish to Texas, me in a pickup truck. That's kind of where it started. And that became Frugé Seafood Company that's based in Dallas. And, we started off with 5 customers, and we had 70, then we had 500, and, just kind of went from there. Not all of them are crawfish customers now. We do seafood from all over the world, but being around that business, you're around a lot of chefs and a lot of creative people, and seeing a lot of people create restaurant brands along the way. And we were still, sort of selling a commodity. It didn't have a name behind it. And so in the back of my mind, I always probably wanted to do something with a brand, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And, that wasn't, this is not step 1 through 10. It didn't go in order, but somewhere around 2015, 2017, the rice crop, the rice industry, the value of rice, sort of collapsed. That happens in commodities all the time. Like we're in a cycle like that right now. And, I was looking at the numbers. I'm the numbers guy. My brother's the physical farmer, and I run the books, and I'm the salesman, and he's the farmer, whatever. And I'm like, we can't plant the rice this year. There's no way. And I knew it wasn't going to go over well if I tried to tell him that. So we had a big meeting, and I had the CPA and an accountant in there, and Mark came in, and I said, y'all tell him. And they were, I didn't think they would be nervous, but they were petrified to talk to my brother. And they kind of did a halfway job of trying to tell him that the numbers weren't going to work. And about midway through the meeting, he gets up and leaves. and they looked at me and said, where's he going? I was like, he's done. He's not coming back. And, we're looking at each other, and I'm like, whatever. And somebody, me or one of the other guys, made a joke. It's like, what are we going to do with this stuff? And, why don't you do something with the rice? Somebody said that. I said, what do you mean do something with the rice? Well, you did something with everything else. Do something with the rice. And somebody made the joke, I wonder if you can make vodka out of this stuff. And at that time, I knew nothing about, I wasn't a whiskey guy. I wasn't a beer guy. We made a little beer, me and a buddy, but, we weren't, didn't know anything. I was as green as you could be. And kind of frustrated from the meeting, and, just timing was perfect. And I don't know if you can make vodka, but I'm about to find out, And it just so happened that the ADI conference was like 6 weeks away. Timing was good. If it had been like 6 months away, I might have forgot about it and got busy with something else. And but my wife and I picked up, and we went to Baltimore that year. And everybody, I was literally trying to find out how much rice it would take to put in that bottle, And I've done the math multiple times, and it escapes me right now. Brett could tell you because he knows those numbers by heart. But I kept walking up all these people, rice, and they said, never heard of it. Don't know anything about rice. Nothing. Nobody knew. And I went to a few, they have these meetings, conferences, whatever you want to call them, and seminars. And they had a couple of marketing seminars. And the guy says, you have to be different. There are thousands of brands. You got to stand out. And it didn't take me long to figure out, nobody knew anything about rice. And they said be different. So I just kept pursuing it. And I just wanted to know. I just had an itch, had to scratch it. And I picked up a card from anybody and everybody that I could talk to. And when I got back, I started calling them all. And I finally found a small contract distiller who helped me start figuring this stuff out. We cooked our first batch of vodka in a crawfish pot, oddly enough. We kind of started from there. And along the way, of course, everybody wanted to talk about whiskey. That was, like vodka. What are you going to do with that? Everybody's got a vodka. Every craft distiller makes a vodka first because, it's a clear and you don't have to age it. And, if they got a tasting room, they want to have something to sell. And we did too, of course. But I started, I'm a reader. That's what I do. I read books and I educate myself. And I started to realize there was really no such thing as an American rice whiskey in the world. There still isn't. There's a few craft guys that are doing it now, but there's no brand, even discounting JT Meleck because we're still really tiny. There's no rice whiskey in the American style. And I said, surely people have tried this, there must be a reason it's not going to work. And I couldn't find one. I kept looking, I kept doing research, and we grow rice, we grow a lot of rice, and we eat rice. So, and I cook, and you cook for the family, and you want a certain kind of rice because you want it to go with what you're cooking, and what works and what doesn't because you're a rice farmer. And I just had a hunch on what variety would work. And we tested about 5 of them that I thought might work. And sure enough, we settled on one. We made the vodka first, and I can't take any credit for like being this chemist or whatever, this master of making vodka. It was just that hunch of that grain, and that was the difference maker. And you had our vodka. It's very soft on the palate. Rice has quite, just the essence of the grain stays on the distillate. You could probably get rid of it, but you run it through the machine, just really cleaning it up over and over. But when we did it on our first pass, we just liked that aroma, and we left it. We left it on purpose, and it just makes, in my opinion, one of the best martinis you've ever had. It's a soft, heavy feel on the palate. It's not a crisp vodka, if that's your preference, if you know anything about vodka. And I said, well, if it made this good a vodka, let's see what the whiskey does. And this is over about a year of all this going on. And by that time, I had toured a bunch of craft distillers and a bunch of the bigger distilleries in Kentucky. And you get to taste the distillate coming off the still. And I was like, no, remember, I'm green. I knew nothing about it. And I still am to a large degree. I'm just a farmer. I'm not a whiskey expert. I want to have full disclosure. I don't want, if I say something stupid, it's because I don't know.
Mike, you're going to fit in perfect on this channel. That's pretty much all we do is say stupid things.
But I tasted some of this bourbon, some of the distillate, and it's pretty harsh. It has to go in the barrel to do its thing. And the rice distillate, which I don't remember if y'all got to try some when you were there or not, but it is, it's really good. I mean, it tastes good. It smells good. It's different, and has that sort of like a homemade bread smell to it. It's sweet. It's naturally sweet, sweeter than corn, probably, I'm guessing. But I said, I mean, man, if it's this good, You put it in a barrel, and I can imagine mixing it with caramel and all the things that you get from the barrel. And we didn't know for sure. Of course, this is all just I can't explain it. Just I felt like I was on a mission, and still am, for that matter. But we made like 30 gallons, and I put them in 6 little 5-gallon barrels. You saw those barrels when you came to the farm, and make a joke about myself because I literally didn't know how long things needed to age. 6 months later, we're going to go try some, and it was horrible. It was just terrible. Like, what is even happening? What am I doing? And somebody, whoever I talked to, you got to put whiskey in bigger barrels. And so we filled some 30-gallon barrels, and then I called to place my second order from the guy that had made the 30-gallon barrels. And they were a small shop, mom and pop shop. And he was grouchy that morning. He didn't want to make any more 30-gallon barrels. And he started fussing at me, calling me stupid. And don't you know that whiskey goes in 53-gallon barrels, and what the hell you want with these 30s and all this kind of stuff. And so we quickly converted to 53s, and I just, I was 55 at that time, and or 6, and I'm like, good Lord, we just got to start making whiskey. We can't wait to see. And if it had all turned out bad, we would have redistilled it into vodka, I guess. And, went on from there, or maybe who knows what would have happened. But it turned out to be, well, let me add one more story. About 2 years in, we were tasting the whiskey, and that's when it's at its worst. That's when all the tannins are really coming out of the wood, and it's just bitter and not good. I was starting to have a panic attack. And I was lucky enough to meet Dave Shirk. Dave Shirk was the original general manager of Woodford whenever they started it. And he's become a good friend. He's coached me along the way. And I called him up. I was in a full panic. And he said, hey, calm down. He's real soft-spoken, And I need you to just send me some of your distillate. And we'll talk next week or a week after. I'm like, distillate? Like, you need to try the whiskey. Like, just want the distillate. So, this is how naive I was. Anyway, I sent it to him, and he tasted it. He said, Mike, there's no imperfections in your distillate. You got a good, clean distillate. You just need to put it in a good barrel and be patient. And that's what I did. So we kept making whiskey, and when it got to be 3 years old, it was starting to get interesting. And finally, at 4 years, we decided that we were ready to go to market, and we released the first 96 proof, which is still my favorite. Everybody likes the higher proof. It in Texas for sure. It outsells the 96. 6 year is my favorite so far, but we got an 8 year coming out in September that I think.
So let's right there. So let's talk for a minute about the 6 year.
All right.
So I liked a lot of your whiskey a lot. I've had some barrel picks I really, really enjoyed. 2 years ago at the I forget which, it was Whiskey Riot here in Houston. You guys were pouring up some stuff, and I got to try it for the first time, and I liked it a lot. And then I got to try the 6 year, and that's where I fell in love, honestly. Like I like the barrel impact on this, but I like a caramel butterscotch pour.
Yeah.
And I get so much of it on this, and it is such a nice balanced pour at 110 proof. Also, it's right in that proof point that I really like, Mike. And Mac, I know when you first tried this too, the 6 year, you fell in love.
I was like, what is, I'd never heard of rice whiskey. It's probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, Mike, maybe a year and a half and when I heard about your brand and picked it up, and oh man, I was just blown away. And I immediately put it in a weeder blind, and it killed some of the big boys. It was the only, okay, here's the one thing for me, Weller 107, right? Everyone tries to beat that with theirs, and this one beat it. And a lot of others don't. So like that was one that anyway, so I was really impressed and still am. And I'm a big fan.
There's just a creamy mouthfeel to it that just coats. I think you said it right. Like something you said that was super cool. And you mentioned a little bit there earlier is that, people in Louisiana and those Louisiana folks that are here know it. Like you guys put gravy on everything. Like you put that, you make that roux, you put the gravy on the rice, you put it on everything, and it kind of coats the tongue. And that's mentally what I think of when I have your whiskey is it just coats the tongue. It just really, it's the mouthfeel is incredible. And so you mentioned the 6 year though, to date is the oldest age stated that you've had in the market before what you're about to do, Mike. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. Some people say the second release, which is the release from last year, is better than the first release. I think they're both good, but we're splitting hairs there. But all of the single barrels have been 4 to 4.5. You don't just like pull everything out of the rack because it's 4 years old. You sell it as you go. So by the time you finish your batching in a given year, you might have some actual 5-year whiskey that's in that batch. And some of those barrel picks are right at the 5-year mark by the time they get bottled.
Yeah. Mike, here's, this is a perfect example. And Randall, he's a guy, he follows a ton of these whiskey channels. He's an older gentleman, not retired yet, but still working, but served in the armed forces. And so thank you, Randall, for your service, but also knows good whiskey. And his comparison here is a perfect comparison because I've only had a sample a few times. The 13th Colony Double Oak is right now in secondary. It's going for as much as like $1,800 a bottle.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. and Randall says right now, this pick that we have, the Gaucho's pick, is better than his 13th Colony Double Oak. So,
Wait,
so that's
Mike,
how big of a fan.
Don't give Mike any ideas. Don't give Mike any ideas here.
Yeah, Mike, don't start selling it for $1,800.
What's that?
No, that was the one too. Mike, we had a bunch of single barrels out that night, and we were trying through them. And then I got to your Meleck pick, that Gaucho's pick, and you can go back. I mean, I think you made a clip out of it, Hack, but I was like, what is this? And I think the age statement is
it's just over 4.5, yeah,
which is incredible that you can get that flavor from that age too.
I don't know, again, I'm not a chemist, I can't explain this, but I'm pretty sure there's something to it. When you put gravy over rice, the rice soaks it up. And if you put gravy over corn, it just sort of sits on it.
Yeah.
And I think there's something to that goes all the way to the distillate. It soaks up the barrel as opposed to gets mixed, if that makes sense. So there's something to that. Now I can't take credit for that. That's just what happens. But the distillate itself, when we and the variety that we grow specifically for the whiskey. But I didn't mention that earlier, but we grow that on a farm specifically for the. It's not regular, if that makes sense.
Right. Is that the Providence style, Mike? Is that what that means on the back, Providence style? Or
no, Providence. That comes from my grandfather. My grandfather. Okay. I don't know why he told this story over and over, but he would talk about Providence rice. I don't even know why I remember it, but Providence rice was a style of growing rice before we had mechanical irrigation, meaning a pump that could pump water out of the ground or the the levee system, the irrigation system, that people would grow rice in. You have to know the topography of everything from like Beaumont to Lafayette, Louisiana was freshwater marsh. Like there's hills and ridges, and the land didn't. There were low spots all over the place. I mean, it was open prairie, but there were low spots where it would flood every winter, and that's where they grew the rice in these low areas. And you would grow the rice, and Providence had to provide the water, and that was just a style of grow for. It was for consumption. The people grew it for their own consumption on the farms back then. This is in the late 1800s. By the way, I don't know if y'all want to get into all that, but I think the commercialization of rice in America, the timing of that compared to Prohibition is the reason rice was never done. No one grew rice here. All of the whiskey all whiskey in America was pretty much a farming commodity. It's the last stage of saving the crop. If you know your history, there was a whiskey rebellion right after the American Revolution, because they started trying to tax the whiskey, and all of the revolutionary soldiers got land grants along the Ohio River Valley. They all grew stuff on the farm, and you grow corn because that's what everybody grew, and you ate the corn, you fed it to the animals, you made some beer. When that went bad, you distilled it and you put it in a barrel because that was the container that they used. And, that's what started the whiskey industry, if you will. And rice wasn't part of that. We didn't start growing rice commercially until after the turn of the 20th century. And then Prohibition comes along, and, or maybe it's because there was plenty of good whiskey and nobody needed to make anything new. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this, Mike. I tell you this right now. I would bet anyone any amount of money they want to bet in the world, if you were to put this 6-year or some of the barrel, and really any of your whiskeys, in a blind with someone and ask them to pick out the rice whiskey, they're not going to pick it out.
Yeah.
They're not. There's nothing. And it's funny because I hear stories, right? Like where people get deeply offended when they're like, and it's funny, when you do this YouTube thing and you're on social media, you kind of get some comments sometimes that are kind of off the reservation, but like people saying that the only bourbon comes from Kentucky and the only, it's funny, right? But I'll tell you this, I don't think I at least, maybe somebody as highly trained as Nancy Fraley or somebody like that could pick out, but your normal everyday, or even we drink a lot of whiskey.
Right. Yeah. Oh,
you're not gonna pick it out.
Person to say that. I mean, I get that all the time. It's odd because I'll tell you 2 stories. So Bruzel has a pick, by the way. You mentioned that earlier.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't been released yet, but I don't know when but he was here at the farm this spring and they picked a barrel.
Great.
And the comment he made was, well, it's basically a bourbon. I said, well, I don't think so, but if you think so, because it's sweet, and it has characteristics. We're using the same barrel. So that was his point of view on it. And on the other hand, when when we did this originally, like, oh, this is going to be great because we're going to be different. And rice is really, it's a hurdle we have to get over because people haven't had it. And you say rice, they kind of back up, and you got to tell them the story, and then you got to let them try it. That's the only way that you're going to get their attention. And, people bonded all the time and they sent us all these stories.
Yeah.
And, it's,
you just need Bruzel to do a short blind in it and finally beating Weller 107. That's what you need.
2 million views.
well,
Because I think that is the thing where, there's a huge, everyone's chasing obviously Buffalo Trace makes good product. I'm not saying anything bad about that, but I think it's like once you start venturing out into different things too, you start getting interested in different flavor profiles. But that weeded bourbon, I keep coming back to that when I taste your, your different offerings, except it's like on steroids, and it's just got such a great, much more in-depth flavor profile, and the viscosity that Hack was talking about. That's something I love, and I just get that that like buttery toffee, it's great stuff. Also, this color, this is
get over the color on this pick, Mike. We sat down.
Is it double oaked? Will you just answer this, Mike? Is this double oaked?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No.
That's crazy.
So I'll tell you a story about the barrel pick.
Let me say maybe we are double oak because we have double heat.
Oh, there we go.
We sat down to do the barrel pick that they laid out for us, and it was it was like right in the middle. This one was, and it was so hard not to go, like, because the Glens aren't colored, right?
Right.
It was probably one of the easiest barrel picks I've ever done in my life, because as soon as we tried this one, we all fell in love with it. But also just the color on it, it's like it is the darkest, richest. It's like the color of like a Detling, or like it's got but it's not over oaked.
What's the number on that barrel?
Mike, I think this one is 605.
Okay.
You remember anything about that one at all?
No, I know the age statement in that time zone. I guess what I'll say, that's great, because I got plenty more like that.
Okay.
Mike, we want more. We want more.
Said it was like I didn't remember which ones they put out that day. It was in the 300s. I said, well, maybe they put a 6-year out there that I didn't know about or something.
Well, I think we were pushing you hard to get an older age statement.
Yeah.
But then when we tried this one, it was like, oh, we don't need an older age statement. We need this.
Yeah.
This was like lockdown unanimous, and it was phenomenal. Hey, Randall asked us something earlier. I want to ask you real quick, Mike. Are there any other distilleries that are trying to copy you guys now, that you've kind of made rice a little more mainstream?
I'm sure somebody's making rice whiskey somewhere. There's some people up in the Pacific Northwest that have made some that I heard about, and I think there's somebody in South Carolina that does some, and they may have been doing it before us. There was a little tiny distillery in New Orleans before we ever started who made rice whiskey. I've not had any that sort of fits our profile. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. No, all good, Mike.
All I can tell you is that we're, our story and who we are has a lot to do with the brand. I mean, you have to have great whiskey, but you also have to be authentic. We have a term that we use in our marketing. I call it obsessively authentic. I didn't have to make the whiskey myself. I didn't have to do everything we did ourselves, but all that comes together in that bottle because we didn't even talk about this, but originally people would ask me when I was putting this project together, where are you going to age it? Are you going to ship it to Kentucky? What are you going to do? What do you mean? So I said, I age it right here on the farm. I said, you won't be able to do that. It's too hot. You're going to have too many heat units. It's not going to work. And I was just stubborn enough to try, And,
thank God.
We were everything we've done is not because we're whiskey experts. I want to keep reiterating that we're farmers. And I read a lot on this, by the way. I'm not just making that up, but all the original whiskey people, you can trace them back to the family farm. And those are very practical people. Farmers are practical. You got to get stuff done. And me and Dave get in arguments about laying whiskey on the side in a rick house. and he's that's his thing. He's it's a religious statement, and I try to tell him, I said, I don't tell him this anymore because he got upset with me one day. I said, but if farmers had forklifts, they would have put them on pallets. They put barrels in rick houses because they had to roll the barrels. That's how they were able to move the barrels. And when we were trying to decide what we were going to do, number one, we had to have something that would withstand a hurricane. Yeah. So we built little buildings, and we get a lot of heat units. And fortunately, we have enough cold to get the squeeze, and what I call the squeeze in the wintertime, that the barrels expand in the summer and they penetrate the wood, and then you get as long as we have a winter where we get enough cold weather to chill the internal temperature of that barrel down, then you get the squeeze. And I think I made that up. Nobody calls it that, but that's what I call it.
It works though.
But because the barrels go through a transformation every spring, and it happens like clockwork. Brett calls it when they sweat. When you put a cold glass of ice water or something on the table, or bring it outside in the humidity, the temperature difference makes it sweat on the outside. And when those barrels start warming up, they start sweating. And after they do that, that's when we get our best whiskey. And So,
oh, damn good.
Speaking of your best whiskey, I think the best is still coming. I mean, you guys which is scary because it's already good. One of the questions that was out earlier that I think we'd love for you to talk about, because when I was there, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this or not, but I'm going to, but I think the label was on your desk for this 8-year. So
yeah,
when can we start hunting for that, Mike? Like what do you when do you see that in the market, if you can share?
Yeah, I mean, 2 minutes after we applied our label to the TTB, somebody posted it on the internet. So people,
that's what happens, Mike. We're whiskey nerds, and we look. We're
waiting.
I told my wife, next time we're gonna, you can apply for the label, but I don't think the color matters. So whatever our color scheme, like, we're not gonna post the real thing, but it's out there already. So we have an 8-year. I forget how, we don't have very much of it. It's going to be a very limited release. We'll probably ship it to the distributors in September, maybe late August, with shooting for an October release. That'll be like it'll be like a barrel pick that goes out by the case. It won't last long, I don't think, because it's just not that much of it. And then next year we'll do some more. We have barrels that we're holding back to test, but it'll be a while before if we have a 10-year, because we just don't have enough whiskey to make a 10-year release anytime soon. So, sure. But Brett and I both love the 8 years the best so far.
Mike, are you saying Brett? Are you saying Brett?
Brett's our distiller. Brett and I are self-taught. Brett,
that's great.
Works at the distillery, and he and I taste all the whiskey. So we, that's kind
Mike,
of.
my name is also Brett, and so I just didn't want people to think that I knew a lot more about what I do than I thought. So
actually, no one's gonna think that.
Okay, you're right.
But what would be, since your name's Brett, maybe he's gonna ask you to come down and taste some whiskey too.
That'd be great. You know what, Mike? I would do that for you. I would come down there.
Man of the people.
Yeah.
Speaking of tasting the whiskey, so I gotta tell you, this Gaucho's pick, we've talked about it live on stream before, but it is so rich and dark. It's got some chocolate notes. It's got crazy intense richness. It's even got some dark fruit. I wish this 600 series, wherever these I think are honey barrels. I really do, Mike. They're really, really fantastic. Whatever is going on around there is really cool. And that's something I know you guys, you said you palletize your whiskey. Hey, there's another distillery that we really love that's near to our heart here in Texas, and it's pretty damn hot there too. Still Austin. They palletize all theirs too, Mike. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're onto something, but can you talk a little bit? So how, like, with has the popularity picked up to the point to where you guys are thinking about expanding, or do you want to kind of stay this size where it's kind of more controllable? Like, is there a long-term vision? Like, what are you thinking, Mike, for the future here?
Well, that's a great question. We've had unlimited success with, whiskey people. I mean, it's been phenomenal, but that's not the same as consumers.
Sure.
Building consumers is a totally different game, and it takes a long time.
Yeah.
And it takes hard work, boots on the ground, bugging the heck out of your distributor, partnering with the retailers, and everybody else is doing the same thing. We don't have a tasting room. That was intentional because I knew that if we had one, because of where we are, it'd be hard just to get people to staff it, and we'd probably have a great business, but we probably wouldn't be able to build the distribution. So now, we're in Texas and Louisiana, and we launched in Mississippi this year, but it's a grind. I won't kid you. You've got to. Every state's different. The rules are different. The laws are different. We launched in Mississippi, and just coincidentally, they were doing something. I don't know what happened, but they were changing their computer system or something, and it just really slowed down the launch, and they still don't have it figured out. So you can only grow as fast as you can have the revenue to put people on the street, because distribution doesn't build a brand. They give you access, but it's up to you to go out there and make it happen. So our goal is to we're a long way from a worldwide brand or something, but we want to get to as big as we can go, but we got to do that one step at a time. We're 8 years in. It seems like we just started yesterday. And when I started this, I figured it'd probably take 20 years to do it, and we probably not far off of that.
Yeah. Well, I know we're that whiskey nerd group that you're popular with, but if there's any way we can keep singing the praises, we will, because you're making killer whiskey. And
I always tell everybody, go tell 10 people.
We're on it.
And let them taste it. That's the whole deal.
Well, I would love to, and we'll talk more later. But so we're not a huge pit group like Bruzel, but we're starting out, Mike. Like, we're like you when you first started. Like, we're a smaller channel, but we're growing. I think we're trying to hit like 2,500 subs just a year in. But like, we have a lot of people that love to get our picks and love to maybe talk about coming down and doing something next year with you guys if it would be available to us. We're sold through Shared Pour, and so we can talk about it later. But man, I think a Meleck pick would be something that'd be awesome for our group. But Mike, so talking about picks and that, this is actually the red label I just cracked, and I think we'll round it out here and talk a little bit about this, and then anything else anybody wants to ask, they can. But you created a buzz, sir, with the original red label, and I want to be clear, this is not the original red label, but I also need to thank my guy Randy from Gauchos, who was able to grab me one of these at the Pinch and Pour, which let's talk about that too. But first, let's talk about what happened with the red label. Like, what's the story behind it? Because I think it's a really cool story.
Well, that's a long story. I don't know how far you want to go back, but we created this red label, and originally we were going to do. Let me back up even further. We started doing single barrels, and the first year was so popular, so successful, it became a negative. Like we didn't have enough of them. In year 2, a fight broke out. I mean, no exaggeration. All of our local retailers thought we were holding out on them. Everybody was just like, because we drop a barrel and it was gone in an hour. No exaggeration. And so everybody wanted one. It was just a feeding. It was like the crawfish business in January. It wasn't fun, honestly. I mean, people they were mad. I mean, like really, and it, when I'm going to have too much whiskey, they're not going to want any, or, whatever. But because we still got to sell whiskey every year, And so we were going to do this. The red label was going to be an answer to that. We were going to do like micro batches. And, my daughter was helping me at that time, and we were going to, it was her concept actually. And, I said, we're going to have like 50 people at the distillery every other week or something. There's no way, we won't be able to execute that. And so we sort of put that on the shelf. And last year at Christmas time, everybody always gets excited about something new. And we had that red label, and we had this whole year long. We had this barrel. I called it the 10X barrel, and because it was, I taste 24 barrels at a time, and I taste, whatever we do up to now, 250 barrels a year or something. And so they sort of start to become the same over a period of time. Well, this one barrel just stood out, and I found out why, because it was almost empty. But Brad had pulled the samples, and one of our salespeople kept trying to get the barrel. She wanted it for a customer, and I said, no, that's the 10X barrel, and we're going to do something special with it. And I remember the red label. So I said, that's what we're going to do. And I don't remember how it all went down, but we were going to it was going to be a distillery only, whatever. And we go to bottle it, and we got 21 bottles.
Oh no!
21 bottles. We got 21 cases, 21 bottles.
Oh,
this is a catastrophe, So I said, well, we're gonna have to do something special. We created a contest, and you had to join the Rice Water Crew, our fan club. And then you got a chance to win it. And I know everybody thought it was a gimmick, but it wasn't. It was a real deal. We had those 21 bottles, and I don't remember what the membership grew by, but it grew exponentially, and we gave away the 21 bottles. And after that, we decided that the red label was going to be, one of a kind, distillery only for now, but in the future, maybe it'll be something extra special. But that's kind of the origin story of the red label. And that pinch and pour bottle. So we have our social media person is Ava, and
she's so nice too.
Yeah, she does all our content creation, and she comes in my office one day. We're gonna do a party. We're gonna have a blah blah blah. We're gonna have this event with a band and all this stuff. I said, stop. I don't have a budget for that. I don't have time for that. It's the middle of the crawfish season. You don't know what you're talking about, because she's young and everything seems possible. And
sure.
And so we're not doing it. So she leaves, and probably a day or two later, she comes back with my wife. We're doing it. I said, oh, well, I'm not touching it. Y'all going to do the whole thing, and I'm not doing anything. I'll come. I'll greet people. I'll sign bottles, but I don't have time to organize this thing. We've done some events like that, and it's a big job. But they pulled it together, and it was, we had sold a bunch of tickets, and people were coming. It was popular. But then she said, "Can we do something special?" I said, "Yeah. You know what we'll do? We'll take the red label and we'll do our first ever 6-year single barrel." And bam, she posted that thing and it blew up. And I'm naive to all this stuff. People buy those single barrels and they hold them for the secondary or whatever they do with them. I don't know how all that works, but on the morning of the event, 2 days before, it rained nonstop. So the farm is flooded.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're going to have the party is wet. My wife sends out an email and says, "It's going to be a true farm experience. Wear your rubber boots." And that's exactly what we did. And but regardless, I'm over there, and we had to put up all the stuff that morning, so we had to get there early because we couldn't do it the day before because it was pouring down rain. And we're out there trying to put the tents up and everything, and there are people already there.
Oh,
Like, who are these people?
crazy.
They look, as soon as we opened the gate, shoom, they all went straight to the bottle, and
Of course.
it was a wrestling match for those bottles. And
Well,
anyway,
well, as you can see, mine is open, sir, and
there you go.
and it is dark Luxardo cherry, and it's got like a sweet tobacco thing. It's perfectly oaked. It's fantastic. Like, I guess, did you pick this one?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, great pick, Mike. This one is fantastic. It's great. Mac, I want to give you a shot
great.
here. Jump in because I know
Yeah,
we told
great.
Mike. Yeah, what's that?
I was just saying it'd be great. I mean, try that, but it's okay. We'll figure that out. So.
You know, I share my stuff. I'm going to share with you, sir. You know that. You know I'm sharing with you.
No, but Mike, this has been awesome. This is love your whiskey, and we are whiskey nerds, but this stuff is so good it should go beyond the whiskey nerds too. And I know soon one day. I mean, it's already got to be. That might be a good final question on my end, Hack, of Mike, where is your distribution right now? Because I'm up here in DC. I have not seen a lot of it here, but I think I bought some on Bourbon Outfitters one time. So yeah, Mike, that maybe just
So for regular distribution, we're in Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. I don't know. Mississippi has been kind of weird because of that computer system I told you about. So I don't know how far we've gotten into Mississippi. Other than that, that's the only regular distribution. But more recently, because of Texas, we're with a couple of new online people. Mm-hmm. You can actually go to our website and buy directly from our website now because we're not physically shipping it. We can't. It's not legal for us. There's no direct to consumer in Louisiana, but we're able to tie into their system. Longhorn Liquor. I think they call their. I should know this. I apologize, but if you just Google JT Meleck online, they pop up. You can buy them, and Bourbon Outfitters still has it, but these guys are. There's probably 3 of them that have it now. So there's competition out there, and I think the freight is reasonable, and people seem to be happy with that, with some of the new solutions that are out there.
That's great.
And all night long in our YouTube chat, I've had we have a thing called Nightbot that'll post links. We've been posting the JT Meleck link all night long. If you go back and watch it live, you're watching back now, you can get there through jtmeleck.com. There's a product page. Also, join the Rice Water crew. You can get on there and see what they're doing. Also, if you're here in Texas, Mike, me being in Houston, you guys do a ton of tastings around my area. They've got the full list, guys. You've never tried Meleck. They're literally every few days somewhere around the Houston market, somewhere around the Austin market. Like they're all over. So they're doing tons of tastings. You can go to these stores. You can try it in store, which is really one of the cool things about Texas. You can try the whiskey before you buy it, which is awesome. But yeah, just so y'all know, you can check that website out, and you can find all different kinds of ways to try some Meleck. And then also come to my house. I'll share.
There you go. All right. Awesome.
That's great.
One last little thing.
Yeah.
Our tasting team is our own private group. We recruit all our own tasters. So I think you'll get for the most part, you're going to have a really good experience going to one of our tastings. So it's worth going. The people know the brand. They can tell you the story, and give you a good experience.
Well, Mike, I'm just going to round it out and tell you how much we appreciate you. Like I said, we're not a big YouTube channel. We're trying to just keep growing. But we've been one of those channels. We are so authentic and genuine too. And that's been, I just feel like what you are trying to create with your brand is so close to like what we want our channel to be. Right. And we wouldn't tell people it was good whiskey if it's not. Honestly, we would. Yeah. And what you're doing is good stuff. And so excited to see what y'all are gonna do in the future. And Mike, is there anything else you want to tell folks before we let you check out for this Father's Day evening?
Well, nothing exactly, but I can talk forever. It seems like it's already 9:12, and we just started.
Great story.
So, awesome. Go tell 10 people. That's what I always say.
Awesome.
Well, Mike, have a great rest of your evening. Yep. Thank you so much for joining us. Cheers.
Happy Father's Day to everybody out there.
Cheers, Mike. Thanks so
Cheers,
much.
Mike. Cheers. Thank you, sir. Have a good evening. Dude's a great storyteller, but makes killer. You're going to love this one. You're going to like this one, sir.
Just casually pulling out the unicorn.
Well, we crack our whiskey here, sir. You know
I know
that.
We do. No, and you do share. I was just giving you shit.
Well, this one, Randy had to fight like hell to get it. I think when he was talking about a wrestling match, I think Randy was in the middle of that.
Randy was the wrestler.
Yeah.
I love it.
So I see your question about fermentation process and all that. Hey, here's the thing. I'll tell you, Beer Bike Bourbon. We've got a YouTube video that is very into this, where I filmed the entire tour where Mike went deep into this. So check that video out. And I'm going to tell you, he gets into it. I try to be respectful of their time. We kept him on an hour, which is longer than we told him. But you can check that out. But I love JT Meleck, bro. Like I really do.
I only have a couple bottles, which actually they only have a couple products out because they're so young. But every time I go back to them, I'm like, man, this stuff's so good. And this Gaucho's pick is just incredible.
That comparison to 13th Colony Double Oak's a really good one.
I know.
You know that?
Randall, I know. I wish I don't have a 13th Colony Double Oak, but if I did, that'd be a great comparison.
Yeah.
Also, I know we had a ton of like big super chats, which is so nice, guys. Like that's
like thank you guys. Like I'm gonna keep throwing more bottles in these damn giveaways.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep sending. We're gonna keep hand delivering.
Delivering. I mean, I'm very good at hand delivering all these bottles, and so we will get them to you one way or another. But yeah, I mean, JT Meleck is awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed that with Mike. He's a storyteller, and I love it. He's the type of dude like I could sit there and drink whiskey and listen to him talk all day. Like he's that kind of guy. And I should really say one last thing before we kind of move on to whatever we're going to do next, Mac, is that thank you so much to the Gauchos team. Thank you to Adam. Mm-hmm. Thank you to Randy. Thank you to Nathaniel. I know I'm missing some other dudes, but the fact that they invited me to come and be a part of this pick and get to tour and get to do that video. And man, I'm so thankful to the Gauchos guys. Cheers. And Randy and the whole team. Thank y'all. And Adam, thank y'all.
Yeah. I mean, just incredible. And again, when we were going through those picks and I hit this Meleck pick, and even now, like just it's special.
It's special, bro. It is special. Speaking of special, you did something special this week, sir.
Oh, what do you mean?
That little. We've been live 3 times this week. That one.
We did. I don't know. I was waiting to crack this one. I couldn't. I mean, heck, it was one of those things. I was hoping you could join, but also it's like I'm cracking this guy.
You know how work gets, right? You know how work gets.
Yeah.
Like I had.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. And then anyway, we're both traveling next week, but it's like anyway, it was so cool. I appreciate everyone jumping on that random live with the turkey live. We had a cool hangout, and then Hack, we did the Raven 5, which was awesome.
That was fun too. Yeah, it was fun too. So hopefully you guys aren't too sick of us and we can hang out for a little while longer tonight. We can have a few more pours, right? Or if they're too sick of us, they want to close it down now, we can. But like, no, I got to tell you, like I'm not going to be around much in July. I'm going to be so busy.
Yeah.
I'm leaving just to give everybody an update. Not that, Mac will hold it down and we might take some breaks in July too, y'all. We might have some Sundays off. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to go live 3 times this last week too, is just, I'm on a family vacation, much needed time off. I'm going to be out on a cruise with my wife's family. We got like 30 of us on a cruise ship, which is awesome.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and they like to party. They like to have fun. It's going to be a good time.
Will we get another, is it the same type of boat that's going to have the same whiskey selection? Or
no, we're on Norwegian this time. Last time I was on Royal Caribbean. I hear it's better. Mama Hack already asked today, are we going to do the whiskey hunt on the cruise? And I said,
better.
I was like,
it's in demand.
Should I revisit it? Do you think I should?
It's in demand. That was like, early. We had like 200 followers and that thing hit 2,000 views,
Yeah. I think we should. Matt says, love JT Meleck. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you to everybody that super chatted tonight. When we have a guest on, I don't get to stop and recognize those super chats. I hope that you guys don't think we're being rude in any way. That's not what we intend. But so I'm going to be on that cruise all the way through July 5th. And then I'll be back in time, should be back in time to go live on July 5th. But then I'm going on the last ever scouting trip with my boy. We're going to the Bahamas on a sailing trip where we actually sail a vessel. And we're out there for a good week, and we sleep on the boat, and like it's out in the Abaco Islands, and excited to do that. That's a good way to end our scouting journey. He's going to eagle out in a couple months, and so it's going to be kind of a crazy July, guys, in terms of like streaming and Sunday and content. So, but we'll do our best to kind of keep things rolling.
Yeah, and I may be solo sometimes, or I may be traveling, but we're figuring it out. Hack, did you see this?
Oh, we did. Let's go.
The producer. We hit 2.5K, which is so crazy.
Do you know what's crazy too? Like I'm a nerd. I like to look at metrics and stuff. We also, in just a little over a year, we just hit 750,000 views. We are maybe a month or 2 months, maybe 2 months away from being at 1 million views of Watched Our Sorry Ass.
Thank you, guys. I just, thank you. I don't know what to say, Hack. That's amazing.
I know, 1 million views. I'm thinking about like how many, like maybe there's some place in China that is just botting us, or I don't know. Maybe
it's all me. I'm just paying.
You're paying, yeah.
But no. I think it's probably all my like 64-minute videos of like one tasting and a flavor wheel. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think, what I do think though, those live fresh cracks videos, because it takes, when you're recording and you have people that edit for you, I think I like you going live more.
I know you do. I feel bad
because then I don't have to edit it. No. I never care. I'm kidding.
You're much better than me.
No. I don't care. But I think it was really cool to do that live. I think I like going live and doing that. I like going live and doing Raven Batch 5, which, by the way, my God, that's good.
I was really shocked at how good that was.
Diggity Don, happy Father's Day. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the super chat. Good luck tonight. You know what? One of the things with the super chat tonight, I don't know that I have shared completely. The whiskey Wheel of Fate tonight.
Oh man.
Jay keeps bothering me. Jay sent me a new AI image. So let me get this loaded up because I don't want. Oh no,
What
I
are
didn't
we,
see this
Jay?
until right now. All right, this is one of those I got to send to you and get your approval first. I'm not comfortable posting
You
this.
know what? I hesitantly say just do it, just because. But you know.
I don't. You need to see this one.
See, now I'm gonna look like an. All right.
The
where you
original
sitting?
one. No. Look. Your body,
Where-
your choice.
Why? Because it's too like sexy.
Maybe it's a little risque. It's a little risque. Eagle Scout trip, yeah, man. We can't wait to go. 500,000 fashion viewers.
Actually,
so good. I viewed it. Harold said he viewed at least twice. Thank you, Harold.
That's about perfect. Actually, I'll take my. Yeah, you can share that. I hope my gut's looking like that.
You want it? Okay, all right. Well, let me
share it.
I gotta send these over so I can share them.
JG has automatic approval. Yeah, it's true. But we have a couple of things we want to crack, Hack.
Okay, what do we want to do? What do we want to do?
So, I have the new Star Hill. Thank you, Hack, for that. I wanted to try the Star Hill.
Okay.
And then the new Still Austin Red Corn.
Okay.
I think that could be cool.
Down for it.
Yes,
down.
Because I basically went through 2 bottles last year of the Star Hill. I really loved it. And I think Star Hill's a really cool thing to try after Meleck, actually. Mm-hmm. Even though Star Hill's a wheat whiskey, right? I have to always, it's wheat whiskey. But I get those vibes. I mean, I guess rice is. Yeah.
So I fresh cracked it in the parking lot of Still Austin, and we were having some banger pours that night. And I did not think it was that good. Then Steve Paul sent a message. I think in Whiskey Kids, Steve Paul sent this message and said, "Hey, Hack, go back to it. Give it another try. Now it's been open a week." So I did. I went back to it. I liked it a lot more. It was last night that I tried it. But also, this was right after I tried the Glenlivet Manhattan mix.
Okay, well, maybe that.
Did you see that on Instagram, by the way, sir?
No, I missed that one.
Yeah, I posted something on Instagram last night where I got a free bottle of a Glenlivet Manhattan mix.
Something.
You have to check it out. It's really stupid, but all right. So let me start with this. So first of all, this is what Jay says, because tonight on the Wheel of Fate, the one Doomsday bottle is Field of Dreams, but apparently Jay found evidence where we are you're wearing some kind of coveralls and I'm wearing like a denim apron, and we are official Field of Dreams taste testers. Maybe we're, and I don't know, like your face in this, I think you look more like the actor on God, who is that actor? You it doesn't look exactly like you, Jay. But you're also such a huge soccer fan, and Jay was so excited that he felt like you needed to show this merch off, and so there you have it.
Oh my gosh, I need that.
So the quilted crop top, I don't know, this could catch on.
I just got to work on the obliques a little bit.
Yeah, you got to do some crunches, maybe. Maybe do a few crunches.
Are we at a Mets game or a Cubs game? Like what? Mets?
Well, so I think you're wearing a soccer hat, but watching a baseball game, which is also,
at Mets versus Cubs.
I'm just gonna ask Jay to work on his AI game a little. Step it up, Jay.
Yeah, where's Jason? Where's Jason in that Mets fan?
Yeah, no kidding.
Where is
he?
Kidding.
So yeah, I missed the whole crop top conversation, but I heard it was something to die for.
Yeah. Well, JG, I appreciate that. You're inspiring me to work out a bit more. I should do that. But I am.
Oh, this is a bottle kill, sir?
Got a bottle kill of one of my favorite bottles last night or last year.
We need like a soundboard. We need
we need like a bottle kill.
If somebody was better at running this channel, they'd have like a soundboard. They'd have like Like, where's a
Come on,
like
where's
a
Todd when we
something,
need him?
something that, you know, like a what would be no, that wouldn't be a good one to use. That was not a good one. Let me see. Maybe applause. Oh, the train whistle. I don't know. Anyway, so we need better soundboards.
So this is a very different mash bill. Just so you know, very different mash bill. Did you know this,
Yeah.
Hack?
Yeah. So the 26 is 27% wheat, 62% malted wheat, and 11% malted barley. What's the 25? You got it right there.
51% soft red winter wheat, which is not found in this one unless they are rebranding. And then 27% malted soft red winter wheat. There's maybe I wonder if they just took some of that out, and then 22% malted barley.
No, there's definitely way more malted barley on 25.
Which maybe what I loved about it, you know, I'm kind of like that.
Yeah. Mine really, I got like a tobacco note on it that wasn't a sweet tobacco. It was more of like a I don't know, kind of pushing into the tannic type I don't know. It was acidic a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah.
It says you're having it's raining men moment.
I mean, there's oak on it. I mean, by the way, this is low. It's bottle kill. I just love, I mean, it is tough to go to these after Meleck because I feel like if you can't find Star Hill, which this is a hard bottle to find, thank you, Hack, for finding this one. But like,
actually, we need to time out. We need to thank Steve Paul. I found a bottle here locally from a friend, and then Steve Paul messaged me and asked me if I wanted one, and I was like, I bet Mac does. So put your name.
That's awesome.
So really, Steve Paul's the person we should thank. I just was the vessel.
In the 2025, I get a lot of like what you were talking about earlier, Luxardo cherry. And by the way, this bottle last year, this was my like summer pour, like on the beach. This was like, you know, I was talking about like the heat. I killed a bottle of this in a couple of months. So I'm really looking forward to the new release. Yeah, Luxardo cherry. I'm talking about the 25 release here. Yeah, Beer Bike Bourbon. Let's see. Yeah, they're both wheat whiskeys, so there's no corn in either of these. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what he's saying. He's saying there's 100%. Well, it's you know, in 26, it's a 27. It's basically 27% regular wheat, 62% malted wheat. So you basically have 89% wheat and then 11% malted barley. It's classified as a wheat whiskey, though, obviously.
Yeah, because it's not 51% corn. So it's not a wheated bourbon.
But they're totally different mash bills. Totally different.
Yeah. Which is really interesting. Anyway, I'm going to try the new one now.
Yeah, I want to hear your notes. I don't want to get in your. I was going to wait for this part.
Yeah, a lot more oak impact, and maybe it's because this is a fresh crack versus, you know, you got to take that into factor. Not as sweet as 25's release. I still like it. Heck, I'm getting like, I know this is crazy because there's no corn in this, but like caramel popcorn, like the kettle corn, caramel popcorn, sort of like a little burnt caramel popcorn.
You know what I was going to say is kettle corn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like more kettle corn than like caramel.
Yeah. A little bit of both there. What's the MSRP on this? I think it's
what's funny. That's what's funny is I don't really know. Like in Houston, I've seen this selling like at specs for like 130, 140. I've seen it around 150 on Remedy Liquor. It was up there on that. And then I've seen places where it's supposed to be like $100 bottle. See, I think I like this a lot for $100 bottle.
$100 bottle, yeah.
I don't like it at 150. I like it okay at 130, but I would tell you, I really probably would like this way more if it was $100 bottle.
Yeah, Dave's got us here.
Yeah, I'm with you too. Hey, Dave, I'd be curious, like, how long has yours been open? Mine's been open since the Still Austin drop, which I guess is technically, is that 2 weeks now?
Maybe.
Yeah, because we weren't there last weekend. God, my weekends are running together, but yeah.
Is this the OG?
Yeah.
Say hi to the producer for me. Tell her I miss her.
Hello.
Miss
She misses you too, Hack.
All right.
August. She's a big fan of Gaucho's pick, which she thinks she's so glad that was very nice of you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, Dave, I think I'm with you. I kind of want this to open a bit more. But I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed in 2026. I've heard some people say some bad things about 26. I still am a fan. And, I'm not a Makers guy. So I'm not trying to defend them. But, yeah, I don't know. If I can find this for $100, I might back it up.
I'm not a big fan. Even though it's gotten better, it's still not my thing.
Even for honey?
Yeah,
or like you.
In fact, I'm putting it on. I'm putting it on the Whiskey Wheel of Fate right now.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh, he's putting Star Hill Farms 26 on the Whiskey Wheel of Fate, y'all.
250 milliliters, right there.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, y'all, there we go.
It's just not me. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's just the wheat whiskey thing. I don't know. Like, I liked 25 a lot, but not as much as you. I think I liked it, but not as much as you.
Yeah. I think it was just like it wasn't one of those things I'm not gonna, in blinds, it's probably not gonna do much.
This is a good note, Dave. Strawberry for him on 25.
Yes.
I don't get that on 26.
I'll do one more. Do one more.
Okay.
Yeah, there's light red fruit. I was leaning more. Yeah, no. It's like strawberries and cream, Dave. Yeah. That's nice. Let's go right to 26. I wonder if it's a darker pour. And like, if you're not as like, it's also not as complex. It's got some tannins too. It's got some serious tannins that I'm hoping will even out as this opens. And I think but I still like it right now. But anyway, yeah, I think it's each their own. But yeah, I like 25 better. 25 is a better bottle to me.
But out of the Makers stuff that that's probably your favorite, right? Like
yes. I mean, 23 cellar aged.
Okay.
But if I get one more stay profile from Makers, like I almost broke a case of them in a store the other day. Because I can't stop it. Makers, just stop. Like I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so, because I know a lot of people do stay profile stuff, but it's just lazy, man.
For me, oh, thank you, Tim. I have not. Thank you, Tim. For me, Makers is one of those brands that I forget about being in my collection. Like I've got my whiskey collection set up by brand, right? And Makers is not here in the office where I can grab it, first of all. So it's in there in the tasting room, and it's down on the corner, and I just don't reach for it often. I just don't reach for Makers very often. I
think, Makers 46 cast strength for the price. I mean, there's some other bottles I would suggest before that, but I like that one. But yeah, anyway, we can end our Makers conversation here with I'm really happy with this release. I hope they keep doing this. I hope they let's go more into like wheat experimentation. Let's stop doing stave experimentation. Let's keep doing this. Let's make more bottles. I think like that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Fair.
But
I
was
would
an
say
early
too,
bottle.
like I said, I'd like it a lot more at 100. I'd like it a lot more at 100. Which is crazy. $100 is a lot of money to pay for a whiskey still.
It is. Yeah. What's Maker's and then there's Maker's cast strength now, which is age stated, which is cool.
Yeah, those are pretty good actually. And they're $40.
Which is if you want a weeder and you can't find Weller.
Right.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Hack. It's Steve Paul. You're the best.
I'm glad it made it safely.
Man,
got some gummies in my teeth. We're gonna do what are we gonna do next? Red corn? Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a fresh crack for you too.
Yep.
So excited.
And I have an early flight to San Diego tomorrow.
Okay. Do you want this can be our last one?
You know what I keep looking at? Do you know what I keep wanting to pour?
What? I love it.
I love this so much.
Mine's in the other room, but I love it.
Anyway, maybe that's the last pour.
Is that gonna be the last? Okay. All right. Make sure
Oh man, I don't know where my 6-year is. It's back there.
Fresh crack on the 7 for Mac. Also, shout out to Mama Hack for standing in line with me on this one.
Is the best. That's so kind of y'all. Anyway, it's just. What's this going for in secondary?
I have heard like 400 to 500, but y'all tell me because I'm not as plugged in on because I don't even have Facebook, so I don't know. But like, y'all tell me in the chat, what does this go for on secondary? Those of you that watch like those prices, maybe 300. I'm not sure.
Which, by the way, when we talk about secondary here, it's not that we are selling bottles on secondary. That's not something we think is cool. I think it's just a thing we have to talk about. It's part of, drink your whiskey.
Yeah.
Don't wait in a line and then buy all of it and then sell it on secondary.
Please.
I think is our motto.
Brad said he saw it today for $250. That's the lowest I've heard. So it may be at a low point because I think what's going to happen is people are going to realize that it's not around. Ooh, that was a nice one. Oh my God. I'm using my special. Still Austin Glen. I love this Glen. What? Hey, you're better at this. What kind of is that? A Stozzle? No, what is it called? What's it called?
Gosh, I forget the name of that one. I think you might be right. Hack on that.
Y'all tell me. Glass experts. What is this?
I tend to get mine handmade from Japan, but
Oh, I got bad news for you too, and I'm so sad. The night after our Raven tasting live, my little take tray, I was carrying all of my and the really nice Glen you got me.
Wait, what?
Yeah, broke that bitch. I had to clean it up. Yes.
Wait, which one? Wait,
I only have one really nice Glen.
Oh, like the crystal Glen carrier. Oh no! Oh no!
Out of an entire tray of Glens, that's the one that fell off.
Oh, that thing.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to break it. I really didn't. It
No,
was one
I'm
of those
sorry
things.
for you. I'll get you another one.
I don't know if you've ever like about half drunk tried to clean up glass and think you did a really good job. The next morning, your wife comes with a vacuum cleaner. It's like,
Gosh,
damn it! I thought I did a good job.
Thank God for Mama Hack.
I'm not going to say much. I'm not going to say much because I've had this 3 times now. So I'm just going to be quiet.
So, I killed a whole bottle of this last year. Actually, this is pretty interesting where, I'm having, I think last year during the summer, it really was a still Austin Red Corn, which thank you to my Houston crew here. For helping me with that. And it was really was a Star Hill Farm summer, which is a blessed summer to have.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Matt. Stozzle. I was right. I'm learning.
You're
I'm
right.
learning some stuff.
Wow. Okay. A lot of oak impact off the nose here, but it's first fresh crack.
Yep.
Is this quality content? Just not seeing just hearing me sniff.
We don't put out quality content, so don't worry.
You see Bruzel in our chat tonight?
Yeah, TJ hanging out for a little bit. So cool. I've noticed like a kind of a trend is that when we have somebody on that has done some of his barrel picks and stuff, or that he's doing picks with, he hops in.
Wait, are you trying to say that he may not join just for us?
I'm positive that's not the case, sir. I'm positive. The guys are talking about the bourbon crash.
What did that? Oh yeah, because like CBS Morning.
Yeah. Randall says 16 million barrels of whiskey in Kentucky. If you don't think prices are going to drop, just wait and see. They can't age it forever. We are living in the golden age of whiskey. I've said this.
We are. I saw that they interviewed Freddie, and I mean, and he was right. Like this is, and it's just like basically what Mike was saying earlier with rice. Like it's a commodity, right? That goes up and down.
Mm-hmm.
We now have an oversupply.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense. We're going to shut off Claremont for what, a year? I think it's a year.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in the next couple of years, it's going to be great. But guess what? In about 5-6 years, we're going to have this again. So
I don't know. Depends on, the kids, when I say kids, I mean, in their 20s, they don't drink anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I've talked to like several bar and restaurant managers and stuff, and like, they just don't see 20 somethings. They just don't. You've seen like this rise of mocktails and all this stuff. They just don't drink anymore. Like in my 20s, man, I was drinking,
Yeah, no. I think I said this on another chat. It may have been Jason's chat when he did his like walkthrough presentation of like his idea of what's happening. And it's different, I think, for someone like Jack, Jim. I mean, even like Wild Turkey to an extent, these big boys where they make a lot of money from bars, from like rail pours. And like, yeah, it's one thing to not have people coming in and getting that. But so yes, I think it's impacting them, but how much is it impacting craft? I might argue that we are in the golden age right now for a couple of reasons. One being that we're still getting older products from like the major distillers. And I think we have a real, I don't know, I think we have like a real sort of hobby group of, whiskey nerds that's going to keep buying.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I hear what you're saying. I don't think you're necessarily wrong, but I might push back a little bit and say that maybe bar drinking is not the reflection of everything. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess my counterpoint is that Mike with JT Meleck just said just tonight is, the whiskey nerds that love the whiskey aren't going to drive the growth. Like they could stay craft and the size they are and stay super popular, which is cool with me, but they're not. To break through that next level, you need to find something that's poured at the bar. That's part of the, and that's hard to do, man. When you've got so many different whiskeys in the game, that like something that somebody's going to say, hey, pour me that on an old fashioned, or pour me that, 20 something don't drink, pour me that with Coke or whatever, Red Bull, whatever the hell they drink it with, like it's just, that's a hard thing to break through, is that bar restaurant market, but that's where a lot of volume is.
Yeah. I guess it just depends on business model, but yeah, you're not.
Yeah. I love all the people that are in their 20. My 23-year-old son drinks enough for 2 or 3. He's doing his part. Robert Paul says, "Good sir, I'm in my 20s. I drink." Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. You're my favorite 20-something, Robert.
What about me?
Sir, the 20s were in your rear view. The bar drinkers in their 20s turn into the whiskey nerds in their 40s. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. You know, like let's get back to this red corn because I'll go off on a tangent. So what do you think?
This is a little different than the sauce and red corn I've been pouring from the 6-year.
Mm-hmm.
I still really like it, but it is a darker pour. It is woody, like not like deeper, not like super dark oak, but like it's got some oak impact. It's still got that sweet sort of like there's a berry thing underlying it. I don't get the creamy thing. I get more of the tannic quality. But yeah, I would say that this one, if you like oak, you'll like this.
Yeah.
I think I might like the 6-year a little better. Well, I'll just top of my head.
Okay. Come back to it.
Yeah. Why is it
Come back
change
to it after it? Yeah, come back to it. It does change quite a bit. And I do get like a raspberry creme brulee deal on this.
Ooh.
Like, oh, speaking of creme brulee, man, I gotta tell you this. So we went to what is that really popular? It's a chain, but it's a Brazilian steakhouse. Damn it. I just forgot. It's everywhere.
Texas.
Not Texas Day Brazil, the other one, Naomi.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I can see it. Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao.
Yeah. So that's where they took me for Father's Day yesterday, and you know, which was awesome, great, like meat coma, awesome. And then you get a free dessert thing or whatever. And I got a creme brulee cheesecake where the cheesecake was toasted with that sugar all the way around it, and the whole table, we all shared it. Oh my God. Creme brulee cheesecake, bro. Like that is
ultimate fat kid.
Oh my God. I was so
I love it.
With that. So in love with that. Fogo de Chao. That was the name. Thank you guys. Sorry. Yeah. So for me, I get that raspberry creme brulee on it. The oak hits you earlier on the impact on this, and I could see where you could lean into the 6 more than this one, but I love it. I love it.
I like oak though. So, I mean, it's been a night though. We've had some really sweet pours.
We have. But if you guys got the wheel names, we can shut the wheel down.
Yeah, got the wheel.
Or do you want to give me a notice? Do you want me to give a notice?
Let's
and then shut it down?
Let's give a 2-minute notice. What are we giving away again, Hack?
So we have on the Whiskey Wheel of Fate, we've got the Joseph Magnus Spec Single Barrel, which is finished in Sigamarillo. I got the JT Meleck 6-year. I got a Garrison's Brother High Rye Has. Mac threw something in. He threw in his Ath Pocket Whiskey.
I threw some ass pocket in there.
You may not remember. This is some old school Hack Mack. Ath Pocket Whiskey. Remember that? The Mike Tyson whiskey?
Oh, yeah.
How my ath teeth. Remember that? So how my ass teeth. Yeah, remember that? Okay. We got the Field of Dreams.
We
got Old Forester 100 proof single barrel from SLB. And I decided, why the hell not? JT Meleck Red Label, Pinch and Pour is on there. Peerless Double Oak Charcuterie, K. Luke Batch 15. Dream Spirits 10-year pick that we did here locally. Talk about an oak bomb. And then Mac added this one tonight. Frank August Weeded Case Study 5. I don't know much about that one, Mac.
It won like top awards last year in one of these stupid competitions.
And I just added 2026 Star Hill Farms. So tonight, that's your Whiskey Wheel of Fate. So if you want to get on Whiskey Wheel of Fate, we'll give you a couple minutes here. If not, we got plenty of super chats. There's a lot of people in here tonight.
There's plenty. I mean, y'all are crazy with them. Thank you.
Yep. And then so we got 4 bottles. We got JT Meleck vodka plus the vodka winner. I'm going to bless you with the JT Meleck hat. I think it's a pretty
I
sweet
don't even
hat.
have one.
Then we've got the JT Meleck 6-year is going to be a giveaway. We got a JT Meleck Specs pick, and we got a JT Meleck Gauchos pick. I got 4 bottles I got to hand deliver. So if you want to get in, get in. So thank you, Christian Mojica. He's in for 1. Robert Paul is in for 1.
Sorry, I actually.
That's so good. Cindy.
Sorry, I should have been more. Congratulations to Frank August, who won
some stupid award. Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go get that bottle.
All right. It is hard. Okay. First of all, I am a fan of awards because there's a lot of products out there and a lot of people work really hard. And I should have been a bit more sort of understanding of, what it's like. Cause I don't know what it's like. I don't know what it's like to release a product. So congratulations to Frank August and others who win awards at like San Francisco Beverage Awards and the Fred Minnick Awards, and then there's some awards that are great, and I'm fully supportive of those awards, and I will try those whiskeys, and I'm sure they're great. A lot of our friends are judges on these awards, and I trust them. So that's what I'm saying as I'm flailing here while Hack left me. But yeah, will the happy autograph by Hack? It better not have a sweat.
How many viewers did we just lose?
Probably
talking about
15.
awards you know nothing about, like absolutely
15?
nothing about. That was like, I'm listening to this, trying to get back in the room. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what are we
You're
talking
welcome.
about?
You're welcome.
That was like, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna be nice.
I was trying to.
All right, Alembic Serrano. So this is
Tell
the
us about
Alto
this.
Testeros Reposado, which this is such a cool bottle. Such a cool bottle. So like, you guys know we're huge fans of everything Jay does. And this was a release Jay did. And I'm going to be honest, I love a good picture story. And Jay does these emails with like incredible picture stories where he will tell a story and there'll be a picture of where he's at. And like, dude, it just sucks me in. Like his stories, they just pull me in.
I know. He's a great writer.
So anyway, he went to Oaxaca, which is in Mexico, and Oaxaca happens to be a very high altitude part of the state of the country.
And this is tequila, right?
Rum.
Oh, it's rum.
Yes.
So, you know, I say that purposefully because, like, I think I did not know that rum was a thing in Mexico.
Yeah. So this Alembic Serrano is a very, very small distillery. Apparently you have to like, you know, it is very difficult to get to because it's up high in the mountains. It's very, secluded area. And I don't know if I should tell you this live on stream or not, but I've been invited to go to Oaxaca.
Have you? Oh my gosh.
So the conversation between Jay and I, just so you know, I know you're gonna have dinner with them soon, so I don't want to make this a thing, but he just kind of felt like I would fit that environment slightly better than you for whatever reason.
Interesting. Well,
yeah.
Like I mean, I don't know why. I would be pretty good, with the cartel.
Since you're fluent in Spanish.
Yeah.
I know kitchen Spanish.
You do know kitchen Spanish. Yep. There's a lot of outdoors to this adventure. You might have to ride on some kind of like animal, some kind of pack animal. You might be sleeping in less than 3.5-star, location.
There's no like Uber Black on there.
If there is, it's named Pedro the donkey.
All right. Well,
That's it. So, yep.
Well, good luck to you, and I know y'all will be great.
This is the least jealous you've ever been of me.
I know. I can't wait for this pick. I will.
This is the least.
FaceTime me from the cartel, whatever, and then.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Can I just say this nose is one of my favorite? We talked about summer stuff. I keep saying grilled pineapple for days, and that's what this is.
Yeah, so this is aged for 11 months in a red wine cask. It is at cask strength. It is right. Let's see. I guess it's right around 131 proof or so is where it comes in at.
Oh, yeah, we got some good spell. Oaxaca again.
Oaxaca.
Nope. Jay's an ex-prisoner. It's because I'm a squire. I've been invited to Oaxaca.
My God. Thurston Howell. I see you with your Gilligan's Island. That's a dated reference, sir.
I watched Nick at Night, Gilligan's Island, and loved it.
Did you really?
Yeah, I grew up on that.
Nick at Night. Nick at Night. I don't even know if that was a thing when I was a kid. That tells you how much older I am than you.
I was told the good rum's made in South America.
I'll be honest, I was a little worried about the color on this because it's not as dark as other rums, but I think that's because of the high altitude. But
let's give some.
I was texting too with Jay the other day, and would love to have him come back on when he has time, which you know how busy he is. I don't know when that'll be, but just to have a non-whiskey night, just let's do all the other spirits. Because I've got the 22-year-old Calvados. I've got this one. That would be a fun night, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. This is like, for me, even though this is 130.4 proof.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think it's 131.4. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, 131.4.
Yeah.
I still want to drink this like around a grill, like kebabs and like.
So yesterday at the Brazilian steakhouse, one of the things I love that they do is they bring the pineapple after they toast it and they slice it at the table. That's what I get off of this.
Yes.
It's like that grilled toasted pineapple. It's like so freaking good, dude.
I mean, you can have this like fajitas with like.
God, it's great.
Yeah. All right.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad we got this one.
Yeah.
And we got an extra bottle now.
I
didn't know you got one and I sent it to you.
Yeah, so, and I'm just going to keep it. We're not giving that away. But anyway, we can go to the next.
Move along. Right, guys. No, okay, 64,000. Since you both watched Gilligan's Island, Ginger or Marianne? Ooh, boy.
I have a girlfriend. And so that's all
I've been married for 27 years and Ginger all fucking day. Ginger all day. Like, I don't even know how you could pick Mary. Like, come on, man.
Mary Ann's got like, she's chill. Ginger is like a little like she's, too.
Ginger Ann was Ginger Ann. I mixed them up. Ginger was smoking hot, bro. Like smoking hot. Like,
we're talking about building and cultivating a long-term relationship, right? So if I'm thinking of that, you probably don't want the more high maintenance person.
Yeah. The guy that's been married 27 years wants Ginger. The guy that's trying to cultivate a long-term relationship while his producer is sitting there is going to pick Mary Ann. So I know exactly why. That's fine.
All right.
Look,
all right.
Blink twice if you want Ginger. It's okay. She won't see it.
Oh, why do we? Oh, man. Was that, who asked that?
Rye guy.
Oh, okay. I thought that was sweet.
Perfect. Connoisseur cigar. So perfect. Ginger is like Armagnac, Marianne. That's so good.
There we go. That's pretty perfect.
Solid.
That's a Nancy callback there.
Thank you. Ginger for the win. Sweet Cindy Marianne. Do you have a little horror? Yeah, good point.
Oh my gosh. We need to respect the ladies.
Yes, we do. We respect all. Well, that was Cindy. Posted.
I just meant like whatever character arc they had.
Oh my
Anyway.
God, Randall went with Mrs. Howell. He went grave digging. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
go ahead, bro. I'm gonna get canceled if I keep it.
Maybe we should get to the giveaway.
Should we get to the wheel? Yeah, let's get to the wheel. No more super chats. No more.
No more super chats. Y'all are awesome. We love you.
Yeah, good decision.
Are you traveling tomorrow too?
Yeah, headed to Nashville, but it is a short, quick trip. Nashville keeps calling me. They want Nashville Hack back. I don't know why.
I know. I am too. Maybe. Well, actually, tomorrow I'm connecting in DFW. So.
Oh, I need y'all to email me the names because my tool on my side's not working. I can't see them.
Where do you want? I've got it. Where should I send it? To your email?
It doesn't matter. Whichever email. I got them both here.
Do you want? Oh my God, y'all are crazy.
Yeah, tonight was wild. They went off tonight. We got 4 bottles, 2 Whiskey Wheel of Fate winners. I'm gonna work my ass off tomorrow to get these bottles hand delivered because I got everything else out. I'm completely caught up.
Here it is.
You got it? Okay, thank you, sir. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. We are having to reschedule with Jason with Mash and Drum. We just talked and we both decided we both want to be on when we have Jason on.
Big deal.
So we're going to reschedule that. We're going to work with Jason when we do that. So that's not next week. Do you have any clue what you're going to do next week? Or are you going to take a week off? You may deserve a Sunday off. What are you going to do?
No, we're rolling. We are.
You're going to roll? You're going to roll? Okay.
We're going to go off the cuff Mac.
This will be entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you. Maybe they have internet on the boat and I can drop in from.
Please do. If y'all want to hang out, we're gonna hang out and just cracking some fresh cracks or some old cracks. Okay, can we go into the?
What's wrong? Are you uncomfortable right now?
No, I'm just saying stupid stuff.
Well, what's different than normal, sir?
I know. All
right, here we go. I've loaded up the wheel. Thank you so much. The wheel is loaded. I love how easy she makes this for us. Okay.
Wait.
What's wrong?
Names from
we had so Hack, we had a couple names from our streams that live chatted us that I said not to. Do you have them?
I don't.
Oh my gosh. Of course the producer is on it.
Oh, is she sending me more? So we're gonna add them in. Oh, awesome.
There's 3, which I told y'all not to, but we had some people that were just wanting to do it for anyway.
Okay, well, I'll wait until I get that. Is she sending it in a separate email?
Yeah. Thank you for catching that.
Man, I like this rum.
This rum. All right, they are sent, Hack.
He did a great job. He did a fantastic job. Mike is such a good talker.
I do have I wanted to ask him this. It's like, how do you drain 5,000 acres?
What do you mean drain?
So so that's the thing. I've watched a little bit of crawfish cultivation. You have to drain the flooded fields, and he was talking about draining.
It's hard to interrupt people when they're talking. I know, but
I know, and I didn't want to do that because he was on a roll. But anyway, there may be some people here who know that. But man, it's just so much water, and then anyway, I guess there's a dam. Anyway, this is
I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I know they got these tracked. They have. Well, I don't know. I'm talking way out of my. I do know this. Something he told us when we were doing the tour is they rotate. Where 1 year they do rice and 1 year they do crawfish, and that gives it a longer cycle. But it's kind of like when I was talking about sustainable. What I was meant is that the crawfish. So they grow the rice. The crawfish eat the rice, and then they take the rice and they make whiskey. So they have this whole thing where everything, and then they have to move the crawfish around field to field to field each year, something like that. But yeah, water pumps into drainage ditch. Well, makes sense. That's why they have swamps.
That's awesome.
All right, here we go. All right. Here we go. All right.
What is this?
We have a huge ass wheel tonight. My God.
Yeah.
So it is completely loaded up. The first thing we're going to give away is the vodka in the hat. How many times do you want me to shuffle here, Mac?
3.
1, 2, 3. Good. Let me see what our settings are. How long is this bad boy gonna spin for? Let's bump it up just a little bit. I like
this
the
guy's
longer
gotta
wheel.
be-
You gotta go pee. Go pee. I got it. All right. Good luck, everybody. This one is going to be, like I said, for the vodka and the hat. Hope y'all had fun tonight. Tonight was, man, I had a lot of fun. I love hanging out with you guys. It's going to be a couple of weeks before I'll be back. Mac will hold down the fort. I will try to do some stuff from the boat. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, Cindy, I use PP because I'm a dad. I cannot help it but use dad language. So vodka and the hat is going to go to Randall. Randall, congratulations, sir, on the hat and the vodka. Hopefully you got some good vodka drinks lined up this summer, sir. Next up, we're going to do the specs. No, we're going to do the specs Meleck pick. Specs JT Meleck will be next. I'm going to shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Here we go. Let's spin it. Spin it for the winner. I have not tried this specs pick, so I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever. I just know once I had the Gauchos pick, I was like, that's all I need. So I don't know. I know that the specs pick last year was really, really good. I loved it. Congratulations to Randall, though, on the win on the first one. Let's see who's going to win next, guys. And thank you guys so much for all the super chats, man. This is crazy amounts. We're going to have to keep throwing more and more stuff. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the vault up and running before I leave, but I might try to. Diggity Dawn. Diggity Dawn. I don't know, sir, if you've won before. If you have not won before and I don't have your email, make sure you email us at hackandmackshow@gmail.com or hit me up on Discord if you're in our Discord. Diggity Dawn, hackandmackshow@gmail.com. You just won the JT Meleck specs pick. You doing okay over there, sir?
Oh, great.
All right. Next up, guys, is the specs 6-year, which it's just so crushable. Not specs. I'm sorry. JT Meleck 6-year. JT Meleck 6-year. Completely crushable pour.
I was about to say specs.
Yeah, I screwed that up. JT Meleck 6-year.
Which is great.
Shuffle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Let's go.
We didn't get into some of the specifics of the pours and the differences, but they're all just so great.
Yeah, I think they've all got an underlying, and I know it's a joke here on the channel, the caramel, but they all have an underlying caramel, like
toffee.
Caramel, toffee are really good notes on all of them. Who's going to win?
Oh,
DJM, Andy Kutch. Oh, is Randall going to win 2 tonight? Or is it going to get to Handy Randy? Is it going to get to Handy? No, Randall.
Randall with 2.
Randall with 2.
There
Randall takes the 6-year Meleck as well as the vodka and the hat. So Randall's hot. He's hot. All right. Last up is my favorite of the group, which is the JT Gauchos pick, which
I'm going to put my name in for this.
It's so freaking good, dude. I've got a backup actually. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to spin it. Good luck, everybody. After this, we will get to our Whiskey Wheel of Fate contestants. That will be the next 2 winners. We'll shorten the wheel spin time a little bit to do those. But congratulations to Randall and congratulations to Diggity Dawn. Diggity Dawn, if you're still watching, email us your info at hackandmackshow@gmail.com. If I don't have it, I'll have to look. I don't remember having you win before, sir. Is Diggity Dawn gonna? No. Steve
Can't
Paul.
believe you called Randall old.
Who called Randall old?
You did. John just said that.
No, I didn't call him old. Y'all are making stories up.
I think
Irving Larry. That's
Congrats.
Ernest's brother. That's Ernest's brother.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, sir. That Gauchos pick. Congratulations.
It's such a great
Never
bottle.
called him old John.
You did. You called him an old gentleman.
That is false. I have to rewatch.
I remember being like, okay, well, hot or like pot kettle.
I'm going to watch the footage again. All right.
Pot kettle.
This is our first. Oh, that's true. I am old. I'm 66. No, you're a spring chicken, Randall. All right. So this is the first contestant on Whiskey Wheel of Fate. This is a 250 milliliter big dog sample. I gotta order some more big dogs after this. I'm out after this. Ricky Johnson, you are the first contestant on Whiskey Wheel of Fate. All right.
I forget like what all that like. So we are drawing contestants for the next wheel.
Yes, sir. Hang in there. You've already.
I can hardly keep track.
You got this. I got it.
How many are we drawing?
Two.
Okay.
2 contestants.
It could be really great, or it could be ass.
Could be. Oh, is Irving Larry gonna get to compete? He is.
Oh man, here we go.
Okay.
There's some good stuff in this Wheel of Fate.
We do. So the
And
Whiskey
I love
Wheel
that
of
we have
Fate.
the ass pocket now too.
The ath. How my ath taste?
Okay, stop saying that. You can't say that.
I have to say it every
Because
time.
most people don't know what that.
They don't know the Mike Tyson. How my ath taste?
I know. It's just kind of a little.
Look. Okay.
know.
All
I
right.
didn't
I'll be
say
nice.
that.
I'll be nice. All right. I'm gonna shuffle
right.
these up. We've got the Field of Dreams, Old Forester, Garrison's Brother, Peerless Double Oak, Frank August, Joseph Magnus, JT Meleck, Red Label, 26 Star Hill Farms, K. Luke Batch 15, Dream Spirits 10 year, JT Meleck 6 year, and the Ass Pocket Whiskey.
Okay, just spin the wheel.
I whisper it. Is it okay? All right.
No,
First up, Ricky Johnson. Good luck, sir. This is for you. Ricky. Oh, Ricky, he's so fine. He blows my mind. Hey, Ricky. Remember that one?
I love it.
God. Can't even have fun here. Can't even.
I love it. I'm laughing.
Yeah, can't even.
Better than the previous thing. Oh my gosh! Get the Star Hill. Oh!
Hey, Luke. Oh,
that'd be K. Luke.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, Luke. Batch 15. Hell yeah. Okay, we got to remove it. We got to remove K. Luke. So now the chances have just increased for either the Ass Pocket or Field of Nightmares. Irving Larry, what will it be, sir? What will it be, sir? Good luck to you. I really want somebody to win this Field of Nightmares because I need to get rid of it.
I do want to just try it.
I think it's got a chance. I think it's got a chance at either Ass Pocket or Field of Dreams. Keep moving, wheel. No, I think it's going to stop on JT.
It's going to be the Meleck, which is solid.
Yeah.
Nice. Congrats.
Everybody's saying I need to put like leave them off until like the chances get better for that. Okay. Yeah, JT Meleck 6 year. Congratulations, Irving Larry. Bro, been fun.
What a night.
No one more pour tonight. It's Father's Day weekend. It's been a long weekend. We both fly out tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up here. But here's what we are gonna say to you guys is that we got a lot of fun stuff coming. If you want to get in on the fun, go to the YouTube membership, go to the YouTube membership tab, join us in Discord. So much stuff goes on there. We are right now taking applications for our barrel pick team. Freaking excited for this, man. I'm so excited. So we're going to go to Crittenden's on the Friday. We're going to have a VIP tour by Dan Klein of the Mississippi Sippers and Matt Crittenden. We're going to get into whatever they are willing to let us get into, which they've said that they got some cool stuff we're going to do. Then that weekend, we're going to hang out in New Orleans. Come hang out, man. We're going to have fun.
We're going to have fun. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
You just didn't sell that really well. Like, I don't think you really think it's gonna be that fun. Are you tired?
No, New Orleans is like maybe one of my favorite cities in the world. So very excited. It's gonna be awesome. I love Crittenden's. I love y'all.
All right.
So,
Thank y'all for one more pour. Cheers, everybody. Have a good night. Congrats to the winners. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks for me. Mac will see you next week. Peace, y'all.
next week.
So for all the people that came here tonight,
Yeah, cheers. man.
everybody in the room,
Yeah, cheers.
hey, this YouTube thing has been fun, but
Yeah.
it's way more fun hanging out with
Yeah,
you.
cheers,
And
y'all.
we appreciate everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Damn, that's good.
Oh, the rye is so good.
Damn, that's good.
Oh,
Cheers, y'all.
cheers,
one more
y'all.
pour. Have
More
one more
pour, y'all.
pour
Have
with
one more
somebody you
pour.
love, because you never know when it's that last pour.
That's true, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
buddy.
Good night, y'all. Have a good night.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I promise.